a big day for Kailash Satyarthi, and it is indeed a big day for the entire country today. We're happy to have Mr. Satyarthi with us again after what has been an overwhelming day for you. I'm sure you're surrounded by the media today, Mr. Satyarthi. Did you expect this honor at all?
Not really. I had no idea about it, and suddenly I got a call from a journalist, and then within no time the people started calling, and then I was surprised. Oh God.
Was it unbelievable?
Not really. It was surprised today because earlier also my name was there. The people who nominated me kept on wondering. So I had that idea, but not for today, not for this year.
So you found out through the media basically?
Yeah, of course.
What are you planning to do with the prize money? Have you thought about it?
I will ask to the children whom I work with. Most of the decisions in my organizations are made by the groups of children whom we rescued in the past, and they are the part and parcel of the organization. Including the appointment of the senior most officers in this organization, BBA, passes through the groups of those children. So I will be talking to them.
Can you tell us about your life journey? Because you were an electrical engineer. You gave up that profession to help children. What inspired you to do that and to give up your profession and do this?
Actually, I never felt that I have given up anything. I never believe in personal sacrifices. There's nothing. Because something which you are passionate about, something which you believe in, something you are committed to, something you wanted to achieve, and you have a big dream to do it, then everything is smaller. Even the lives of people like me is much smaller than the big dream.
What is something that inspired you to do it? An incident in your life?
Well, actually, it goes back to my childhood. When I was a 5 or 6 year old boy and went to school for the first time in my hometown, Vidisha. It is in Madhya Pradesh. I saw a boy of my age right on the doorstep of the school, primary school. It was a government primary school. We were going to school with a lot of dreams and excitement and enthusiasm. On the other hand, the boy was looking at us whether we will give him some job. He was a cobbler and he was working along with his father.
How old were you when this happened?
I was 5 or 5.5.
So
it struck me actually. It was just it was such a sharp contrast which I could not digest easily. So I was looking at the boy, and when I entered into my school and after introduction, the first question I asked to my teacher, that, sir, we are all in school, and why that boy is sitting outside and working? And my teacher answered, no, you make good friends, and today is the first day. And he was also quite surprised, rather stunned. He never expected the question from a newcomer boy. Then I went to headmaster and asked this question. Luckily, headmaster was known to my family. And he tried to convince me that they are poor children and the poor children have to work and nothing is special in it. I might have seen children working before, but that was the first something which I could notice.
That you
register, yeah, in my mind. And when I went back, I saw the boy still working the next day and the next day. Every day, I was struggling in myself and nobody was answering the question. People said it's poverty, but for me it was difficult to understand poverty at the age of 5. Then one day I gathered all my courage and asked the father of the boy, sir, why don't you send your son to school? And he answered, Babuji, hum to kaam karne ke liye paida hue hain. Sir, we are born to work. And it was so heavy for me to understand that why some people are born to work and why some people like me are born to have big dreams and have big careers and big education and so on. And that struggle is still on, let me tell you. I still question why some children in this planet are born to work for others at the cost of their life and child labor.
I actually saw a very interesting tweet that you had put out when Mr. Modi was elected Prime Minister. You said, he was as a young boy, he was selling tea, and now, he has grown up and become the PM, and it's his challenge now to eradicate child labor. So, do you believe that this is something that needs to, as you said, become a mainstream political issue for the government?
I hope and pray for so, because today onwards, it is very difficult for any government in the world or society or corporate to simply put aside the issue of child labor, because it is for the first time then that the Nobel Peace Prize is being given to an anti-child labor, anti-child slavery activist. So it's a big recognition to all those children who are largely neglected and ignored and remain unnoticed. So it's an honor for them also.
In fact, you've been also campaigning against these big chains abroad, like there are a number of big multinational brands, for instance, that have employed children, particularly in this part of the world, in these factories, and you've been working against them as well. That must be quite a challenge.
No, I'm not against anyone. I'm not against any business or any corporate. I'm against the evil of child labor. It's an evil. It's a crime. I am against the crime. And I have been requesting them, and I will call upon them in the new situation that let us join hands together. Let's ensure that no child is working in supply chain as child laborer. No child is deprived of education. That I will definitely be talking to all. And I have invited them always.
Finally, it's a big day for Malala Yusafzai as well. She's also won the Peace Prize with you. What would you say to her? What is the message that you would have for her?
I will talk to her. I know her personally for many years. And we shared some occasions together. We stayed together abroad, recently in Netherlands some months ago. So I will speak to her definitely and congratulate her. And
she's quite a courageous young girl.
I will ask her now, rather I will invite her to work for peace for children. Because both of us have our own agendas against child labor and against illiteracy of girls in her country. Though she cannot live in the country, she is not living in the country for quite some time, but she is raising the voice on the other hand. I will call her and say that now this is an additional responsibility on us because we have been given the Peace Prize, so we have to work for peace in those two countries.
What did you think when the Nobel Committee said that today we are giving an Indian and a Pakistani the Nobel Peace Prize?
It's a big statement. I think one must read between the lines.
You think there's a message there to the two countries at a time when we're
to the
shelling
people
each
of
other?
the countries? No, such decisions are not taken in one day or 1 week or 1 month. It's a long time.
But it's an important message that goes out.
It's an important message, and it must be there for quite some time because it's not a sudden thing that there is tension on borders, so give the prize to one Indian.
True.
And, yeah.
Well, Kailashji, I wish you all the very best. There are so many media people here still waiting to talk to you. Wonderful to speak to you, and many congratulations.
Lovely. Thank you so much.